Hello, beautiful humans, and welcome to today's episode of the Mystics Path podcast. You guys, I've literally just looked at the time and it's 1:11 that I hit record. It is the Lunar New Year today, and the year of the fire horse begins today. And I feel emotional in my body. I feel like I want to cry because I can just feel this shift in energy and how it's going to be impacting each and every one of us and the collective as a whole. So I felt really inspired today to sit down and record this episode as we are at the starting blocks of this year of the horse. Now, there is building work happening outside of my villa, so this is highly inconvenient, but it is what it is. And I'm just going to pray to the gods that this building work is kept to minimum noise so that I can bring through this transmission for you today. Okay, loves, let's begin. I'm just going to pull up my notes, so excuse me while I tap on my laptop. Okay, so I have just sat in meditation and I was just like, okay, what needs to come through on this episode today? And yeah, here's what I want to share. So the first thing that came through from Spirit was Spirit really wanted me to remind each and every one of you of the deep alchemical work you have been doing this past year. Now, I know this past year has not been easy for many of you. I know that there has been a lot of shedding of old identities, of people, of places, of jobs, of things that no longer feel fully aligned. And it's been challenging. There's been grief, there's been death. And what Spirit came through and reminded me of is all of this has been so necessary to prepare each and every one of you for the energy that's going to come through this year. They're saying that a lot of this has been nervous system prep for you so that your nervous system is more ready for what's to come, because there's going to be a lot that happens this year and a lot that's disclosed and revealed that's going to really impact everyone in the collective and you. And the fact that you are a light worker, a mystic, an energy worker, an empath, you will be feeling the collective energy this year. So your nervous system has been prepped for that. And then the other thing, which was really, really important that came through during meditation, is that many of you have been prepped over the last year to really refine your skills, really refine who you are, who you came here to be. Many of you will have gone through trainings over the last year or huge initiations that taught you things, initiations that brought deep levels of embodiment. And all of this was prep work so that as we enter this year of the fire horse, you're ready. You're literally ready to go. And you have everything that you need to be able to really harness and work with this potent energy this year. So a beautiful acknowledgement from your guides of just how much work you've put in this year, even if it didn't look like anything was really happening on the surface, everything was happening under the surface. And like the snake, it sheds its skin in private. And this shedding of the skin creates the new identity and the new version of self. So just first of all, kudos to you and for all of the hard work that you've done this year and everything that was misaligned that you let go of in preparation for this year of the horse. Okay, I watched a really interesting YouTube video just earlier on today because I was like, I wonder what other people are saying about the year of the fire horse. And I landed on an episode by the founder of the Gene Keys. His name is Richard Rudd. And he had brought through a really short transmission on what he felt around the year of the fire horse. And I just felt to share this with you because I thought it was really interesting, his insights. So he said the first thing he wanted to do was look back and see what happened in the last year of the fire horse. So he looked back, and the last year of the fire horse was in 1996, And then the year before that was 1906. So the year of the fire horse happens every, what's that, 30? Okay, I can't actually work that out. But what he found was that in 1996, that was really when the emergence of modern computing was coming through for the collective. So the emergence of the internet, the World Wide Web, and the interconnecting of devices and the interconnecting of people, and making communication much faster. Okay, so if you think back to this time, we would have to send letters or send a postcard. Or I remember when I first went traveling, which, would have been, way after this, communication was really slow. So in 1996, this is when the modern computing started coming through, and we were able to communicate at a much quicker rate than we'd ever done before, and not have to send a letter halfway around the world. So that was in 1996. And then in 1906, which was another year of the fire horse, this was actually the ending of the era of the horse and cart. So this was when the technology of cars started to come through. And Richard Rudd made a really good point here. He was like, if you think of a car, it literally is like a fire horse, because it's fire that's fueling the engine essentially, and it's moving like a horse would. So I just thought that was very interesting as well, about this modern movement technology coming through in 1906 that's helping us with the actual physical movement of us. So what Richard was saying was like, this is actually all about time. So if we think about 1906, the ending of the era of the horse and cart and the emergence of the first motor vehicles, and then 1996 with this emergence of emails and the World Wide Web and, connection of technology and people and human consciousness, it's all about time. It's all about quickening time. So this is a major theme that I feel is coming this year in the year of the horse, is this speed up of time. I think we will feel this on a physical level. We will just feel like time flies. But I also feel this emergence of technology, which allows us to speed up time. Now, obviously, we're already seeing this with the emergence of AI. Those of you who might work with AI in your career, or maybe you just even work with it, personally, how quickly we've been able to speed up the time of accessing information. In the past, it would have taken a long time to read books, do research, read research papers, trawl the internet to find the information you need. And now we can literally just ask a question to AI and boom, we receive the answer. So I do feel this very, very, very speed up of technology through AI. And I'm also receiving something around air travel. I don't think we're going to see that physically this year, but my understanding is there's already a lot in motions behind the scenes to speed up air travel. I know that in the UK, they're already testing for engines that can take flights from London in the UK to Sydney in Australia in 4 hours, which would be insane, because right now it takes 24 hours. So this is the year where I just think technology is gonna bring through some major things for us as a collective and the movement of time, how we perceive time. Okay, I've got loads of tingles on my head with that. So this year, huge consciousness shifts for the collective. We're already seeing the dismantling of current systems, and what's been revealed with the Epstein files is starting to collapse celebrity culture, Hollywood, politics, and the guru culture as well. So I think we're going to see a lot of things being revealed this year, which is going to really ramp up the speed at which collective consciousness rises. So since 2020, we have seen this gradual increase in the collective consciousness, but 2026, it feels like boom, there's going to be a mass awakening this year. I've been speaking about this for a long time. There's going to be a mass awakening this year. I do feel lots of ego deaths, lots of people really maybe having a challenging time with grasping this new reality that's wanting to be birthed. But, this is happening for the highest good of the collective. So massive shifts in human consciousness and at a fast rate this year. So thank you, Richard Rudd, for bringing through that information on the last fire horse years. I thought that was very, very interesting. And then I want to just speak into the energy of the year of the fire horse. So we're not just working with horse energy this year. So if we think of a horse and how a horse moves and the speed at which a horse moves, it's fast. It's like fast motion, but then add fire to it. Like, we're not talking about like a water horse here. That kind of just like, you think of this, I think of like a little seahorse as I think of a water horse. It just like moves slowly and it's really like, sweet and cute and kind of just floats through the water. No, this year is the year of the fire horse. It's not the year of the wood horse that, I think of the Trojan horse. No, it's the year of the fire horse. So we've got this fast motion and then we're adding fire. It's like rocket fuel to the speed at which the horse moves. So this is like deeply explosive energy, forward momentum. It's fast paced, it's expansive. I really feel this energy of freedom is going to come through for many of us this year, questioning what freedom looks like. And if you think of the energy of a horse, like, I just feel like the horse does embody freedom. You think of a horse running down a beach and how free it is in its expression. So definitely feeling this energy for many of us this year, feeling more free. And the energy is going to be so, so, so supportive for chasing your big dreams and manifesting them fast, like really fast. I'm like actually being shown a couple of you who I know listen to the podcast, and it's like all of this work that you've been doing over the last few years, it's like boom, go time this year. So manifestations will come through really quickly as well. So that's the energy. Forward momentum, explosive energy, fast paced, just very expansive. So different from what we've just experienced with the year of the snake, which was literally the complete opposite of that. And I wanted to read a really beautiful post that I saw on Instagram this week. And this was channeled by Spirit Daughter. A lot of you probably do actually already follow her. And if you don't, she brings through beautiful, beautiful content. And she shared this post on the year of the fire horse, and I wanted to share it with you. So I just want to acknowledge her for, this beautiful channeled message. The year of the fire horse is days away. Okay, well, this was posted before the Lunar New Year. Everyone is talking about forward momentum, bold action, and big moves, but no one is talking about the real medicine of the horse. A horse's heart generates an electromagnetic field up to 5 times larger than a human's. It radiates outward like a sphere and can directly influence the heart rhythm of anyone standing near it. This is why people cry around horses without knowing why. This year will amplify whatever you're carrying in your heart. Your energy isn't just felt by you. Horses are emotional mirrors. Studies show they absorb and reflect the emotional state of the humans around them. If you're calm, they're calm. If you're anxious, they feel it instantly. The fire horse year will reflect your energy right back to you. Regulate first, manifest second. Horses only sleep about 3 hours a day. When they lie down for deep rest, another horse always stands guard. This isn't the year to glorify exhaustion, but it is the year to ask who you trust enough to truly let your guard down around. Rest isn't a weakness, it's a strategy. Horses have what's called a coherent heart rhythm, a pattern linked to calm, joy, and low stress. Their field is so powerful that simply standing near a horse can shift your own heart into that same rhythm. Become the most regulated version of yourself this year and watch how everyone around you starts to shift too. Coherence is contagious. The fire horse isn't just powerful. She's intuitive, perceptive, and deeply connected to the energy around her. And she arrives on the day of the Aquarius solar eclipse. New year, new cycle, new everything. Oh, I just have like chills with that. So I wanted to bring that through because it also brings through like this softness around the energy of the year of the horse, and a couple of things actually. This reminder of how fast paced this year could be, and this reminder that we have control of the reins. If you think of like being on a horse and moving fast, all you need to do is just gently pull on the reins to slow down the speed. And this is going to be very important this year, because what I feel for so many of us is the downloads are going to be coming through super fast. There's going to be aligned action. There's going to be things that we need to do. And the pace is going to be so quick that we are going to need to really prioritize recovery. This is something I'm actually learning at the moment with the training that I'm doing. And some of you will know that I'm training for a triathlon this year, and my training has started, and I know how important recovery is going to be. So taking rest, having ice baths, going in the sauna, going in the steam room, and really allowing my nervous system to be supported because of the high stress activities I'm going to be placing my body under. So anyway, this post is just such a beautiful reminder to slow down, to rest when we need to, and to have people around us who will be very supportive of that, you know, that are going to cheer us on out of the starting blocks, but then are also going to support us when we need those pockets of rest and to slow down and, you know, take ourselves offline when we need to recharge. The other thing here that I wanted to bring through off the back of this post is the importance of leading with your heart this year. So with all the shedding that's happened over the last 12 months, I feel like there's just so much more space around most of our hearts as we step into this new year. And yeah, just this reminder that when we lead from the heart, that's when we're, you know, most connected to the soul, the higher self. I always say that the soul lives around the heart chakra. That's where it wants to be. So when we're connected into that space, we are really are leading from our intuition and truth. And that, because of the power of the heart and the electromagnetic field of the heart, that will create a ripple into the lives of everyone around us and our communities. So just a reminder this year, whenever you're stuck in decision making or you don't know what to do and it's between your head and your heart, please make sure you're making that decision from the heart, especially when it makes no logical sense. This is going to be really important this year. So loves, this is really everything that I wanted to bring through on today's episode. Final reminder here that this year, please take care of your body, please take care of your mind, please take care of your nervous system. So really make sure that you're moving your body in ways that feel good for you. Make sure that you are meditating. This was something else that dropped through when I was meditating. Spirit was saying this is really important, that people are slowing down and dropping into their breath and just allowing their mind to process, because the mind's going to be moving very quickly this year. So meditation is going to be more important than ever. And then any form of recovery that's going to feel good for your body, so, and your mind and your nervous system. So my personal recommendations for recovery would be getting into a sauna once a week if you can. You know, a lot of gyms now have recovery centers. There's lots of places where you can go and have one-off saunas around the world now. So really recommend sauna at least once a week. Ice baths, if you can handle them. It's really good for the nervous system to go from one extreme to the other, and it trains the nervous system to essentially be okay with that. So you're putting stress on the nervous system for, you know, a specific reason. Also highly recommend yin yoga, restorative yoga, long walks, getting your feet into the earth every single day. So planting your feet on the earth, going for ocean swims, going for swims in lakes, waterfalls, any natural body of water. And I think I've already said this, but like, yeah, going for long walks in nature is going to be really important. And when you go for a long walk in nature, if you can leave your phone at home, please do that. This is really, really going to help with, first of all, regulating your nervous system, but also opening your channel to receive divine wisdom. It's quite incredible what can come through when we go on long walks and the processing that can happen. So if you're stuck or confused or you're feeling like you need clarity, the best thing that you can do, especially if you're feeling anxious, is go for a walk. Because I actually teach this inside of my meditation program, the Meditation Academy, that sometimes meditation is not the best option if you're feeling really anxious. Like if you've got a lot of adrenaline pumping around your body, sitting down to meditate is often not the best thing. You actually need to move that energy. So my recommendation would be going for a long walk, or even going for like a vinyasa yoga practice would also be good. So those are my personal recommendations for this year. It's going to be big, it's going to be expansive, it's going to be a fast moving year. So roll with the energy, but also make sure that you are taking care of yourself and carving out time for recovery. So I'll leave it there, my loves. Oh, actually, one last thing that I'm just being reminded to share with you. Today I'm holding a ceremony. It's a new moon solar eclipse ceremony for the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, and then also this shift from snake energy to horse energy. This episode will already, the ceremony will have already taken place by the time this episode is launched, but this will be a really beautiful ceremony to drop into on a replay. So the replay will be available. I'll pop the link down in the show notes if you want to be held in a really supportive, energetic experience. I shared this earlier on my Instagram stories that most people know the importance of physical activity to keep their body in shape and their body healthy. And most people know the importance of looking after their mental health, whether that's through meditation or therapy. But most people don't realize the importance of energetic and spiritual health. I do feel a shift happening this year with that. But this is what this ceremony is for. It's a ceremony for your soul, for your higher self, to come and acknowledge everything that's happened over the year of the snake and just fully let that go as we step into this year of the fire horse. And we'll be calling through our soul, our higher self, for the energetic quantum experience so that you can receive any guidance that you need. And it's really beautiful what happens in these ceremonies. Clients have profound experiences, deep healing, ancestors coming through, galactics coming through, their guides, or just, their higher self coming through with whispers of wisdom and next steps. So if you'd like to be held and supported spiritually and energetically, then I invite you to catch the replay of that and really intentionally start this new year, this new lunar year, with so much intention. Okay, loves, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I love this community so, so much, and I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you on next week's episode.